Happy Sunday. Hello, Lemonheads. I'm so glad that you're here today. An impromptu live. Well, it was going to be impromptu, me just doing it by myself. And then all of a sudden, Miss Nikki, producer Nikki, chimed in and is feeling better. And so she's going to help us out here. And then also, look at that. The beautiful, indomitable Flame Monroe.
Hi, Don. Hi, Lemonheads. I paid him to tell me I was beautiful, y'all.
Flame, can we tell Flame is a very talented comedian who happens to be trans. And so I've been wanting to get Flame on to talk about things. Flame, yes. that light right in the middle of your glasses that blinded me. You see that?
Oh, hold on. Should I put on my other glasses?
I don't know. You do what you want. I'm just telling you. There you go. There you go. And Flame is wearing smart glasses. Flame is wearing her Republican hair today, she said. Flame, I have you on for a couple of reasons because I've been wanting to talk politics with you about what happened with the election, all the trans things. We'll get to that, but I think it's what's more important right now for me is what's in the zeitgeist right now, and that is what's happening in Washington, D.C. And also your friend, who we have talked about, Dave Chappelle, was the headliner, right, on the hosted SNL last night. And I want to talk to you about some of his remarks, okay?
Okay.
So, shall we, my dear? Don't hold back now.
Me?
Yeah. Yes.
My pullout game is fantastic. I ain't holding out on nothing. Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Look, you know Rick Ross, Nelly, Snoop. Who else? There's another
Soulja Boy,
all performing at Donald Trump's inaugural. They performed, I believe, some of them at the crypto ball last night. I don't know if they're performing at other things, and they're catching hell for it. People are saying they should be canceled, yada yada yada. And then today, look who tweeted this. Let's put it up.
Ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself. At about noon, just thought that I had to be in before the day begins, before I want to start bitching about my friends and going to go and damn you grind. Young niggas at the past throwing up inside.
Flame.
Ouch. the internet will remind you of some stuff, won't it? Okay.
It will remind you, and I have something else I want to remind you of too as well. Let's just play. Since you said the internet will remind you of some stuff. Nikki, there's also the one that has the 3 different things on it. I think it had that one first, and then it had another one where he's on a radio program. Nikki, if you have that one. No.
Culture.
Well, you need to know that a lot of your fans is racist. Ain't no fucking way around. Don't even try to put no.
I don't even want to put anything around.
I do. I don't give a fuck. I tell him straight up, motherfucker. If you like that nigga, you motherfucking racist. Fuck you and fuck him. Now what?
All right.
Draw the line, nigga. He drew the lines.
Exactly.
He drew the motherfucking lines. Before him, there were no lines. Everybody was everybody. We respected everything. We didn't trip. But nigga, when you drew the line, nigga, start pointing motherfuckers out and saying, nigga, fuck y'all then, nigga.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You and them.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking
Kanye
about
too,
Trump.
nigga. Don't forget about him too. Fuck you too.
Now, you know, he's talking about Kanye because Kanye wore the Make America Great Again hat, and he's talking about Donald Trump. And I think how Donald Trump had called out athletes, calling them SOBs, and basically saying that Donald Trump was racist. Okay. And now all of a sudden he's had a turnaround and he is singing at, I'm sorry, he is performing at the Donald Trump inaugural ball. Look, you can feel a certain kind of way about it, but you understand why folks are like side-eyeing him, like, wait, what?
Listen, let me tell you something, Don. And you know I'm a fair person. Y'all give me hell for it, but I'm a very fair person. Okay, I got a lot of ways I can look. I'm coming at this from a lot of different angles. As a black person in this country right now, I'm a little ashamed. That's one aspect. But as an entertainer, I get it. I totally get it. Because we're on the outside looking in, it looks like Snoop and Rick Ross and Nelly, and they are millionaires and they doing it big, but the internet is not a real place. We don't know what their financial situation is on the other side. That's not giving them a pass. I'm just showing you that you have to look at things.
I don't believe that. Rick Ross is he the one that has Wingstop or whatever? Is that the same one? Is that
No. I think that is yeah. But wait
okay,
a minute,
and Snoop had a talk show. Snoop
So
has
as
endorsed
they
him.
have businesses. We don't know that they also have baby mamas and children and wives. We don't know the other side of what it looks like from what we see. As an American, and as a performer, that's a great responsibility to me. Oh my God, I'm performing for a sitting president. Now, I'm not giving it a pass because that's something you aspire to. I'm not saying which other president would have given a Nelly or a Snoop Dogg or Rick Ross an opportunity to perform. And from what I hear, the parties that they perform at, Trump ain't even there. That doesn't mean that they changed their partisanship. That just means that they had different reasons for doing it. I'm not giving them a pass. As a black person in this country, what we're facing with this new administration that's coming in is kind of shameful. But as an entertainer y'all ain't paying my bills, y'all don't know what my finances look like. I understand it. Would I have done it? I don't think so, but I understand it.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. I don't know about Nelly. I don't know. Nelly's not on the charts. I don't know what his financial situation is like. Who was the other one you said? It was
Soulja Boy.
And I don't know about Soulja Boy. I haven't hit Soulja Boy hit. And that's no shade. I don't know. But I mean, if you look at Snoop and Rick Ross, okay. But I think if Snoop and Rick Ross, maybe they're just saying and we're not listening. If they said, look, yeah, I sold out. I did it for the money. So what? Then I'd be like, okay, all right. But that video of them does hit hard. And it reminds me of the folks now who have been the opposition, who are getting it in the media, if you know what I'm talking about. People who are going to meet with, going down to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Donald Trump after they've been the opposition. It's just hard to just, what's the word?
And that's it, Don. Hold on. So you just made a very valid point. He called Ted Cruz's wife ugly right in front of Ted Cruz's face, and now Ted Cruz kissed the ring. So many people have flipped. So it's just black people, if they have flipped, and I'm just saying, because I love Snoop Dogg. I absolutely adore Snoop. But if they have flipped, or maybe, like you just said, it may have been just for the money or for the notoriety or for the publicity. Not that he needed it, but who knows what somebody is going through. I love Snoop, and I don't, as a black man and black trans woman in this country, because I'm both of them, I'm like, no, not that one. But as an entertainer, and I don't know where my next dollar coming from, just talking about me, I probably would have been like, listen, I got to pay my mortgage. My landlady don't understand the stance. She understands her rent money in Zelle. It's a catch-22. This is hard because we love Snoop. That is why it is so hard. Maybe even with the other three, we'd be like, you know what? But this country, black and white, love Snoop Dogg.
Okay, I'm just being objective here. I don't really know Rick Ross. I don't even know his music. I bet if I heard it, I did. I don't know. I know that he is, he has a smart mouth sometimes and doesn't know what he's talking about, right? He likes to talk shit about people that he doesn't know anything about. I don't know. Is he the one that just also did everyone was saying he was on Ozempic because he lost a lot of weight or something, mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
He lost that belly.
Yeah. And then they were talking about he needed a bra or something like that. I think that was him. Okay. So then you have Snoop. You're right. I love Snoop. I'm just being objective about this. When I see that, it's hard for me. That's hard for me to digest is the word. And that's hard for me to rationalize. And it reminds me of the people who will do and say anything to cozy up to power and to cozy up to whiteness, if you know what I'm saying. And that is forego their morals and their principles. And as my grandmother would say, and my mama would say, all money ain't good money.
Yeah, it's so hard because Snoop is involved. So I'm with you, Don, because listen, he got his man on his money and his money on his mind. We love Snoop. And listen, Snoop don't have to answer to none of us. Though.
None of us. He doesn't.
Does not have to answer to him. He has to answer to his own morality and his own self. So You know what? He did what he wanted to do. Maybe
he'll take the money and give it to charity. Maybe. Doesn't he have like a good foundation? I hear people are saying that he has a great foundation.
And Tiffany Haddish always tells me he's a very kind man, a very charitable person. I never met him, but I'd like to meet him.
Well, Snoop, I would like to hear. I'm out here on these streets, on these digital streaming podcast streets, and I want to know, Snoop, come on. Rick Ross, you can come on here too. Nelly, and Soldier Boy. I want to hear it. I haven't Soldier Boy. I didn't even know they were still around. What is Soldier Boy doing?
Yeah, I usually see him on X.
But isn't one of them is it Soldier Boy? Somebody like performs with in the country music genre now, right?
It's not Soldier Boy.
It's not Soldier Boy.
No.
Yeah.
He's pretty successful from what I know about him. You know, he started a lot of things. He's original maker of a lot of things, different things. So he has his irons in a lot of fire. But it's still, as a black person in the climate of this country right now, that's what you have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, oh my God, do I do this? Because you knew what was coming. You knew it was going to be an avalanche of negativity, especially coming from our own people. But everybody has to answer to themselves for themselves.
Nikki, someone is going to be joining us. We have a special guest. I don't know what he's going to say, but he just texted and said, I want to come on now.
Uh-oh.
What up,
So,
Flame?
What's up, Godfrey?
What up, Chicago right here.
You
Chicago.
brought Trump on. You know Godfrey is Trump in another life.
This is so great. I'm so proud of Snoop Dogg. I'm so happy that he came to my little thing and he did his thing. He was talking a bunch of shit about me, but I knew he would take the money. I knew it. He's so great.
Godfrey, where are you? Are you like in Afghanistan somewhere? Your signal is terrible.
I'm in La Jolla, California, San Diego. I have shows at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. You know the one in La Jolla. Flame. So that's where I'm at. So
Are they having
I'm not in
connectivity
the
issues
fiery area of LA.
But maybe they're having
What'd you say?
connectivity issues because your stream is bad. You're in a hotel? There
Yeah.
you go.
No,
It's better. When you go to the hotel, you need to pay for the high speed. It ain't but like $15 a day, Godfrey. Don't do the free stuff, okay?
Man, I don't know.
You go count somebody else.
I'm right by the ocean.
What his financial situation is.
I'm right by the ocean. I'm right by the ocean right there. It's right there, yo. Come on now.
I have two comedians joining me now. And Godfrey joined. Godfrey, I'm glad you're watching. Godfrey says, I'm watching. I want to come on. What do you think of this, of them performing? You've heard what Snoop has said in the past about Donald Trump, right?
Listen, I think that what's hurting Snoop is his videos from the past when he was calling people, sellouts and saying, "Oh, you sellout ass niggas out there." Blah, blah. I think that's what's hurting him. If he didn't have those videos, then we would have been like, "All right, Snoop, why are you doing it?" You know what I mean? But it's his videos, calling people out, and then him doing it. I know Snoop for a long time. I was in Soul Plane with Snoop. I was the co-pilot. Me and him were co-pilots on Soul Plane. So I spent 10 days with Snoop Dogg. I've done a lot of his podcasts. I've done a lot of stuff with Snoop. And Snoop is, like Flame was saying, is one of the nicest individuals you will ever meet. And he is great dude. But I think, because I don't, like you said, I'm not in his business like that. But I would say, hey, Snoop, why don't you hold yourself accountable and go, you know what? I fucked up. I made those videos about blah, blah, blah. And then I did this. I would like to see him explain himself. That would be cool. I think it would be cool because we're here to forgive. We're here to forgive. It's like I give Soldier Boy credit because Soldier Boy saying, yeah, I sold out. I have bills to pay. I at least give him credit for that. Soldier Boy was they tricked me. You know what I'm saying?
I just said that, Flame.
Did you?
You just say, I said, look,
I actually respect this.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, I actually respected Soldier Boy for his honesty. He said, man, I got bills to pay. And, he goes, and Soldier Boy goes, yo, Trump wasn't even there, man. It was a crypto joint. He wasn't even. He said Trump wasn't even there. So it wasn't really Trump thing. It was just a crypto thing.
Now the sexist part would be because Chrisette Michele, the great singer Chrisette Michele, when she performed years ago for the first term, they canceled her career. This woman's career just dissipated. Now it's going to be real hard to try to cancel Snoop. Plus, everybody loves Snoop. But I don't think that people should be canceled. I love what you said, Godfrey. I think that he should come explain to us because
I think he should explain. I think if he steps up and goes, hey, fuck it. I fucked up. I have to admit, I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up. That was some
He had
sellout
that
ass
chronic.
shit.
He
I
was
saw
on that
my video.
chronic when he did. I know he
Yeah, he's
was.
like, I was on that chronic, yo. I was smoking that good shit. You know what I'm saying? My fault, dog. That was my fault. I'm acting like little Sambo. Can you forgive me, homie? If he could do, that's all he got to do.
Yeah.
That's all he got to
Hold
do
on.
because we do love Snoop, and I'm not gonna I don't have a dog in this fight, but I know me. If I would have said what I said, I definitely can't do that. You can't go against people that support you, and then you do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I mean. It's his videos that made it look really bad. But I
Yeah.
think that he can redeem himself by going, yo, you know what? I fucked up. It looked bad on me. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Let
Because
me
like
play
you
this.
said, you don't know his financial situation. Go ahead.
Right.
You guys mentioned Chrisette Michele, right? I'm going to play this. Someone said about Chrisette Michele. Here it is.
All I want to know is, where's Chrisette Michele? Chrisette, where are you? Come to the front of the classroom, because when she performed for Trump 8 years ago, she got crucified. I wake up this morning and I see that Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy, Rick Ross, the boss, and Nelly, everybody's performing for Trump. So let's just not, let's cancel the cancel culture, because Chrisette needs to be streamed all day long. Everybody stream Chrisette, because y'all did her so dirty. She went dark, and now look, everybody's performing for Trump. Don't cancel nobody over politics no more. Chrisette, I'm listening to your music all day. I'm streaming you on Apple Pay, Spotify, everything, because you deserve to be able to come back. You are uncanceled. I'm spreading it right now. Chrisette Michele is uncanceled because she should have never been canceled for getting her paychecks, because as we see today, everybody's out here getting paid by the Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. Hey, what thoughts? Argue with me, because y'all got to do better. We got to do better.
Folks are arguing with her on the internet. They said, I got to say, I've met Chrisette Michele once or twice. She's a very nice woman. I haven't listened to her in a long time. I think she's very talented. But folks are saying, well, I just add her to the list. Just put Snoop and whatever on the list behind her. They're not willing. They think you have to stand up for your values.
The best thing that woman just said was cancel the cancel culture, because that's exactly what fucking needs to happen. And it will happen come Tuesday.
Well, I think that I like that black folks, we're finally holding people accountable. We need to learn to do that. I like that we don't want people to get away with shit.
They're coming to get me.
I like that as black people, we when we see our public figures or whatever say something out their mouth that goes against our values, I think it's good that we protest. I think it's good that we get people to go, can you at least hold yourself accountable? We need to do that. Other cultures do that. The Arab culture, the Asian, when they come off wrong, they get attacked. And I think it's good. I don't think we should let anything slip by, no matter who it is. But I feel everybody has a chance to redeem themselves.
Exactly.
I agree with you. Other cultures stand up for themselves. And I have to say, I hope this doesn't come off in any certain kind of way, because I don't mean it that way. But I admire how Jewish people stand up for each other and how they have each other's back. And the sense of community.
They have each other's back like nobody's business.
And so I think it's okay to be critical of people. I think it's okay for people to criticize me. I think it's okay for people to criticize each of you and to criticize
all of us.
How can you say this? And I don't believe that people should be canceled. I believe there should be reciprocity. But if someone doesn't want to buy Snoop's music and doesn't want to go to his concert, that's their business. And I can certainly understand why. But I don't believe in canceling. But every individual can choose to do what they want. But
forgiveness is very different in this era, this culture. Forgiveness is different, especially in the black community. It takes longer. We will attack each other and stay, as opposed to somebody's come and say, Godfrey, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. Because I don't like that, my bad. My bad. What is my bad? Godfrey, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. I apologize. And let's move on. They want to hold you and they want to cancel you because you said something that was different from what they thought. This is the reason people are individuals. People have.
But this is something different, Flame. This isn't saying something like, you said something wrong or you had a stance to something that's different. This is performing, and you're a performer. And so, look, let me just be honest. If you're performing, it's easy for people to do memes about tap dancing, and you know what I mean. And you're
right,
because you're performing. But this is also, if you look at the time that we're in and the person that Donald Trump is and what he said about Black people, especially about Black women, calling them dumb, Maxine Waters, Joy Reid, all kinds of people. And when he's called Black men sons of bitches, and on and on and on, the Central Park Five. And then you have Black men performing for him who have spoken out against him. And they think that because of the unique history that we have in this country, as it relates to the kinds of people that who support Donald Trump and the people who are in the MAGA movement and how they feel about Black people, minorities and trans people and members of the LGBTQ community, that's a whole nother thing than just saying something that people don't agree with.
Exactly. I think too. Black
folks that think like that.
We're quick to forgive people from other races that dog Black people. We're so quick to forgive them. So I think the same thing should be for Snoop. We just go, hey man, I would just like to hear you hold yourself accountable, because that's all. Just explanation. That's all. Just an explanation. I don't think he should. This is just my opinion. I don't think he should ignore anything. Go, man, fuck y'all. No, Snoop, you're a good dude. I've been around you. You explain shit. You keep shit 100. I would like to see him keep it 100 now. That would really show, because that's what being a man is, and being a woman is, stepping up and going, yo, I fucked up. And I'm sorry I pissed some people. I would like to see him do that. That's what I would like to see.
He might not say he effed up. He might say, look, I did it for the money and I don't give a fuck what you think about it.
And that's fine. I want him to be real, keep it 100 all the time. Like, I just want him to address it. That's all.
Okay.
That's
all
all.
right, hold on, Godfrey. Hold on, Flame. Nikki, the one that says asking Randy B on Instagram. I want you to play this because it's directly kind of related to what we're talking about. It's the Harriet Tubman one.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Nikki.
Stand by, grabbing it.
Okay. By the way, Nikki's recovering from COVID and she's working right now. Uh-oh.
Keep that over there, Nikki.
Oh, man, you got him working. Don got sick people working. Yeah, Don.
Don, you're a slave master. You beating that woman. You got
Don don't play
over there like Misery.
Don is the taskmaster, son.
Not in this environment. Not what we're talking about. Do not call me the slave master.
It was a joke. Good guy. We comedians, y'all. Don't start taking it and making it something else.
Now
y'all will do it.
Nikki's a cute, smart,
you want to
work
with the lemon heads?
No.
I love the lemon head.
She volunteered. But Nikki,
come on, lemon heads.
I've got it. I was just letting this play out.
Go ahead, Nikki. Thank you.
You want to be a lemon
head?
Asking
me how I feel about Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, and Nelly performing at Trump's inauguration. And look, sellouts ain't new. Some of them are just more expensive. They may have increased the price, but sellouts ain't new. So I'm really not fazed, but so much I'm disappointed. But like they say, Harriet Tubman traveled with a pistol for a reason. And sometimes it was for dealing with the people she was trying to save. There are some people within the Black community who have a price, and they can be bought. They are for sale. And that's what these brothers have taught us. Also, what I want people to realize and remember is that they're entertainers. We need to stop making our entertainers our leaders. They're not our leaders. They make good music. We like the personalities sometimes, but they're entertainers. We do not look to them to guide us out of the state of being oppressed. They're getting what works for them, and they are not here to get what works for us as a community.
So I'm like, Randy's in Miami on the beach somewhere. I don't know where she is, but they said not looking, no shade on entertainers, but do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she has a very nuanced perspective on that.
Well, Malcolm X said that in 1963. He was at that little interview. He goes, they use clowns and entertainers as leaders. They have Lena Horne or Louis Armstrong. Remember that? And they're never going to have a Roland Martin They're always going to try and censor Roland Martin or a guy like yourself or people who know politics and know policy. They're always going to kind of push you guys out the way. You guys should be the ones speaking at, to these, talking to these politicians, but they'll have like Cardi B speak to somebody to speak to Bernie Sanders. I've seen that one. Or they'll have, rappers. They've always done that since the early 50s and 60s. They use baseball players and athletes. They've always done that to kind of shun Black progress. They've always done that, So what she's saying is she's just repeating what Malcolm X said in the 60s. And I understand where she's coming from, but as far as selling out, we could, let's say this. Me and Flame, we travel and we perform at the improvs and all the different comedy clubs around the country, and they're owned by white folks. Are we sellouts?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
But not all white people.
I'm just saying. I know it sounds real petty, but are we sellouts though? I'm just asking.
No, you're not sellouts. No. Of course not. But you have to remember, all white people are not doing, are not extra like Donald Trump, doing the most like Donald Trump has been doing forever. Look, let's put this up.
Definitely.
This is from Black Home Educators, and it says, imagine, where's the thing? It says, imagine building a fortune off music that contributed to the destruction of the Black community, only to later perform for an audience whose ancestors played a role in that very destruction and who continue to mock our struggles. It's Pamela from there. And then there's a picture of Snoop Dogg with this kid who is Barron Trump's best friend, reportedly, and he's wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And Snoop is, kind of dapping him up a little bit.
He gotta come. I think he should just hold himself accountable and go, yo, I would like to see something. A redemption song, man.
He says, hanging with the legendary Snoop Dogg, who is set to perform at President Trump's inauguration. President Trump is unifying the country and will bring us into the golden age. Welcome to MAGA, Snoop.
Wow. Oh, man.
Damn. It's different when you see it in print.
I know. God damn, man. You know what?
Look,
Snoop's gonna be like
my silicone right there.
Snoop's gonna be like Macaulay Culkin. He's gonna be like, that boy's gonna be like, I don't know what. I just feel bad for. Oh man, I'm glad it wasn't me. Woo! Good Lord, because I think Black folks should be outraged. We have the right to be outraged. I think all the work that has been put down by all the great people that have sacrificed their life, we need to step up and we need to be angry about things, holding our own people to accountable. That's what we should do as a community, as a village. That's how we should do it.
That is why it's so disappointing to me, because I seen somebody put a video up the other day. In the 70s, they said Trump banned Black people from renting from him. In the 80s, he took out the ad for the 5 guys to be murdered. In the 90s, he did something else. In the 2000s, he did. It's so many different things. And I didn't vote for Trump. I don't dislike this man, but I didn't vote for him. But for Snoop to step over that gate, so I understand exactly what you all are saying. We don't know his financial situation. It looks like it's great, but I'm like, man, did you talk to your wife about this? Did you ask your Black wife how she feels about you doing this? I'd like to know that, because a lot of men don't talk to their wives, and their wives will tell them, oh, that might not be the right thing.
But you think that it was, you don't know his financial situation. I just think his videos,
well, you know what
all
I mean,
the stuff he
we
was
can't
talking.
count nobody else.
Yeah, okay. But if that were me, and I was making those comments, and you know the way I talk, I wouldn't, even if they say, hey man, we want you to do this, show, I go, nah, I can't do it. It goes against what I believe in. I wouldn't do it. That's me. And I'm not even making what Snoop's making. I just wouldn't do it because of what I talk about. Okay.
Speaking of, okay. Now this happened a week or so ago in Washington, D.C. Play it, and this is Nikki. Here it is. Y'all see this, right?
Yeah.
Y'all remember these moments?
I made a voiceover myself on this.
What did you say?
I said, I bet if I had a funeral, there'd be way more people here for me instead of Jimmy Carter. I promise you. And Obama's like, nobody's coming to see you. Okay. Nobody wants to see you, Trump. When no one's coming to your damn funeral. He goes, I bet you $5,000 I'll have way bigger lines to see me when I'm dead. Promise you. Come on, Obama, let's bet. Let's bet.
So a lot of people felt a certain kind of way about that. You know, Obama is a classy guy, but it caught people off guard. They said they were watching it and they were like, wait, what is he doing?
Well, first of all, what is wrong with people? You're at a man's funeral. This is Jimmy Carter, 100. He just passed away. Trump sat next to him. What is he supposed to go? Yo, get off me. What, you have to be classy. I've sat next to people I don't really dig, but I go, yo, yeah, yeah. He probably was just like, hey, yeah, you crazy boy, yeah, whatever. He was being cordial. He was that. He had to act appropriately.
Godfrey, he was kicking. Come on now, he was kicking.
And what did Michelle Obama, the first lady, say? When they go low, we go high. He would have been contradictory to what his wife said.
His wife said when his wife said when they go low, we don't show up. And then she said, when they go low, we don't go to the inauguration as well. Now, the reason
but he showed up. Obama showed up.
He has to. He has to show up.
He has to because he's the former president.
He's the most dignified president that we've ever had in history with no scandals. He is a black man representing all of us. So he handled his business like man to man. Whatever their policies was in the politics and personal, we saw that play out, but we don't know what was it like on the other side. So the whole world was watching. They acted like two men are supposed to act after a disagreement.
Okay, I got you.
You know what? Trump talks. That's what Trump does. And Trump probably said something mad funny. He was like, "Yo, that was kind of funny." You know, it's like when Trump was at the black journalist thing.
Black Hawk, yeah.
And he said, you know, he said when I met Kamala, she was Indian and then she turned black. All the black people laughed. That shit was funny. It was just hilarious. Trump's a funny dude. Trump's a funny dude. It sucks, but he's a funny dude. So he probably said something real funny. And Obama was like, damn, that was funny. That was funny.
The reason I'm asking is I've said how I felt about it. I'm leaving it alone. Everybody has an opinion. I'm entitled to mine.
Yeah.
I didn't like seeing it. I think you should be cordial to people. It doesn't mean you have to kiki with them. But I'm wondering if it gave a permission structure. Here is the Nelly is, I believe, saying as much because he's talking about the whole Obama thing at the funeral, talking to Trump. Here it is.
It doesn't matter. Are we talking about the president or are we talking about the candidate? Are you talking about candidate Trump or are you talking about President Trump? That's two different people to me.
The candidate Trump and the President Trump is two different people?
Two different people.
So you're saying, I guess your point would be...
Because I don't think Obama would sit there and laugh and chuck it up when he know cameras are watching with a known racist. I don't think he would do it. I don't think he would do it. I don't think he would sit there, play buddy, chuck it up with somebody who he really thought was a known racist or Hitler or whatever they said. Like, I don't think he would do that. I just don't think he would do it.
I think he'd do it. I mean,
why? So why would he get a pass?
Because Obama is a former president, so it's the dignified thing to do. You know,
so it's politics again.
It's the politics.
So it's politics,
right?
It's politics. So we right back in politics again. So politics.
It's also politics is the reason why Michelle is not.
So politics excuses politics. So politics excuses politics. I'm just looking for the equality in what you're saying, because black people, we fight for equality. We fight for equality. We fought for equality. We fought to be able to be in the military to defend the country that don't even respect us. We fought for that first. We fought to vote for a president that might not even respect us. We fought for that because we wanted the equality. But we are not now giving equal judgment. We're saying, okay, well, that's different. Yeah, he said some racist shit, but I don't believe he a racist. He might have said some racist shit, but I believe he a racist. Well, I'm not a politician, man. I'm not. You didn't see me out there on the campaign. You didn't see me telling y'all, yo, you should vote for this candidate. You didn't see me out there telling you should vote for this candidate. But I am honored to be performing for the office, for the president of the United States, regardless. Ain't another president asked me to perform. Ain't nobody called Nelly. I would have performed.
Well, ain't nobody. Well, nobody ever asked you to come to a Klan rally either.
What you mean? Why would I go to a Klan rally? I don't live in a Klan country.
Well, this is a Klan country.
No, this ain't no Klan.
No, this is a Klan country, man.
Where is it?
This is a Klan country.
Where it is?
This is a Klan country because.
There you go.
Yo. First of all, shout out to Willie D. Willie D is my dude. That's my dude, man. 100.
I'm glad he's good looking. I'm glad he's handsome.
Who? Nelly?
Yeah, I'm glad he's handsome. Nelly was the word. He contradicted himself at least 6 times in that interview.
What was Nelly talking about?
Nelly has to. Okay.
Nelly is saying, basically, he's saying it was okay for him to do what he did and to do what he's doing because he doesn't think that Barack Obama would sit next to a man who they have called all of these things, compared him to Hitler, called him a fascist, said that he was a racist, bigot, that he should not be the leader of the country. And so that's what I say about be careful about kikiing in someone's face, especially if you are a Barack Obama, because that could give in some way a permission structure for someone like a Nelly. That's all I'm saying. But anyway,
I don't agree with that, Don. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree. I think Obama was just being being dictator, just being cool and just being political. And Trump is all in his ear, just going, yeah, so, and it's like, and Barack is, you can see by his body language, Barack's like, yeah. He's like, just trying to be, I think he was just trying to be cool, just dignified. That's all. I think people are making a bigger deal out of what it is.
Godfrey, we are both of a certain age. Y'all not as old as me, but y'all seen men of the 70s and 80s when they have a disagreement, grown men come together and then find their way back. They don't carry a grudge. Women carry grudges. It would have looked very petty for them to be on national TV with the whole world watching both presidents, because they were both presidents at one point in time, to be disgruntled. That would have just fueled the
no one.
But they're at a funeral.
You got me wrong.
They're at a funeral.
No one is saying.
I don't care. They was
nobody's saying they should be disgruntled.
The whole world was watching.
But no one is saying you should be disgruntled. Flame, you're not listening. You guys are going to extremes. You're not saying. No one is saying being disgruntled.
No, I'm not saying if they would have showed us disgruntled. We know they had different policies on the campaign trail.
Okay, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. How you doing? Oh, it's such a sad day. Yeah, it is. Good to see you. How are you doing, Mrs. Clinton?
That's carrying a grudge as a man.
No. It's not carrying a grudge. You don't have to
let him act it out. Act it out. No, he didn't laugh like that.
Yes, he did.
That was really you over.
I'm exaggerating. Yeah, I'm exaggerating.
You exaggerated. Now you did a Def Jam laugh. You did Def Jam.
I'm exaggerating.
Why did Don Lemon just do Def Jam?
I'm exaggerating. I am exaggerating.
Right?
Let me do it. Hey, Don, let me act it out. Here it is, right? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? Okay, fine. Now Trump starts talking. I'm telling you, I would have a bigger funeral. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's just be quiet. We're at a funeral. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at this program.
Yep.
Come on, man. I think I did it perfectly.
That's
it.
I think.
See, Don, you had some old. Yeah.
That's it, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what should happen. Look, people are going to say I'm not down on Obama. I love Obama. He's the first black president. I know him. He's a great people. His wife, I love even more. But I'm just saying it was a bit much for me. That's it.
For you.
Okay.
For you, Don. For you.
I'm just saying.
We'll get an explanation from Obama, because usually it comes out in the wash. Obama will say, I was just minding my business, and he just kept joking. I tried to be dignified. Okay. I didn't want to look like a bitch.
Let's move on. Obama is a classy guy. I don't want to go hard on him. So if I went too hard, forgive me. I'm sorry. That's all I'll say. Okay, but I just thought it was, and A lot of people were side eyeing him. I'm just saying. Okay.
And where he did 8 years
But
as a president
I
with
like
no
that. But I like.
scandals.
I'm going
He
to
did
say
8
this
years
again.
as a
I
president
like
with no
that.
scandals. Why start now? Why start now?
I'm going to be
hats
no.
off to
I'm
Obama.
going to be. But I like the fact that we do side eye, that we're correcting each other's behavior, that black folks should be more sensitive because every other culture is sensitive about their shit. We are learning to do that. And I like that everybody's being held accountable. Same with me, same with you, Flame. If I say something off, people come at me and go, dude, yo, I like that. So I can explain myself. I think it's good that we're doing that and we're not just letting people get away with shit. I like
just
it.
think that
So.
it makes people feel like it's all a game to the politicians. And when the people are hurting and they're believing all of the things that these politicians are saying, when they say at the convention that Donald Trump is a fascist or Donald Trump made fun of 2 black people because he couldn't hold in his head that they could be successful and smart black people. And you know what I mean?
Right.
It just makes it seem like, well, this is a big joke. And you know what? Michelle Obama said, this is not a joke. I'm not sitting next to him. I assume that's the reason that she didn't go. And I assume that's the reason that she's not going to the inauguration. And I would prefer to have Michelle Obama's energy than Democrats overall thinking that they have to be overly nice and some performative civility, do some performative civility just because that's the way it should be. That's not what we're not in that era anymore. This is not the 1950s. It's not the 1960s, 70s, 80s, or 90s. Yeah. This is the Trump era where you have to go hard and make an example and show people that some things are not okay and it's not
not okay.
It's not okay.
Look at Mike Pence. Mike Pence still shook his hand and he got clowned, but he still had to be like, "Hey, what's up?" He was like,
I'm not saying but he still had to be. I'm not saying they should not have shake. You shouldn't shake hands. I'm not saying that.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. So let's talk.
Wait a minute. Michelle Obama is a black woman from the South Side. When they stand on business, they stand on business. But we both from Chicago.
And so did Karen Pence.
Black women from Chicago play no games at all.
And Karen Pence was like, I ain't got time for it. Okay, so listen. Can we talk about Wendy? I did an interview with Wendy Williams last week.
I saw it.
Okay. It was good. It was good.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to play a couple of them. Let's see. How did you end up in a conservatorship? Let's play that. Let me ask you. What? People want to know, how did you end up in this situation? How did the Sabrina Morrissey gain control of you, and how did she become your guardian?
Well, first of all, she's making money from me. You know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be here to protect me. And this has been going on now for 3 years of my life. Alex, are you listening? I'm here. Okay, Alex, please talk, because Don Lemon doesn't understand what I've been going through for the last 3 years of my life. Alex, please talk.
I know, Alex.
Here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing, Don. And I know the question that you asked, and I know that the reason, Wendy, one reason she can't really go in and answer fully is because everything is still so tied up in legal.
Okay.
And so she has to be really careful about what she says. And I get that. We talked about that. She knows that. So there are just certain details because of the legalities of it that she just can't get into.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she speaks for her. I heard yours, and I heard the Breakfast Club one, and she has to be careful in what she says. I think it's horrible that isn't that what Britney Spears was dealing with for a minute too? Was Britney Spears in the same kind of thing?
She's a conservatorship. And Wendy's in, I believe, a guardianship similar, but kind of the same, but not, and depends on the state as to what the parameters are, what the rules.
I think it's horrible. I mean,
it's very sad.
It's pretty, and people say that this is karma for what Wendy has done to people as far as her being a gossip, but I think that a lot of things Wendy said had kept coming to fruition about people. She was actually on point with a lot of stuff she said. She pissed a lot of people off during her career, but I think what's happening to her is not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her on that aspect too, but as a comedian, I'm just going to say this about the karma. You can't play with a child of God. When Whitney Houston was alive, Wendy dragged every chance she got. Wendy, even with Whitney, when every interview she did, she talked about God. She always acknowledged the name of the Lord. As soon as Whitney Houston got to heaven, she tapped God on her shoulder and said, "Look here, player, get her." Because ever since Whitney Houston been dead, Wendy Williams' house of cards has crumbled. Y'all can be mad at me if y'all want to, but to pay attention, do your research.
Okay.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I said to Wendy,
I said it was a joke.
I said, Wendy, are you incapacitated? This is what she said.
Are you incapacitated?
Hell fucking no. Look, Alex, please address what has been going on with me. Alex, by the way, has actually been here, right here. She flew from Miami to New York, and she's been right here, and she sees the people. She sees the look.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to ask you. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You don't believe you're incapacitated. The Guardian has said you're incapacitated permanently and that you have dementia.
Yes, and you
frontal
wanna know
aphasia.
What? You want to know what? Listen, and I don't know how much I can talk without being punished. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be able to see my dad, and I won't be able to, do anything, and I'll be stuck in this prison I'm in for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Stuck in a prison.
Yeah.
She said she feels like she's in a prison.
That
So,
makes you think because we don't know what's going on the other side. Are they abusing her? Are they, we don't know what's happening to her.
She's in a room with no windows. She's in a room with no windows. She has no
window. She's got a window.
She takes her phone. What is her phone? So do people take her? It's the lady that's watching her that's taking everything. I think she has control over her assets too, or her money too, right?
Well, she has
she
has a guardian that's an attorney, and then she's in a basically an assistant living facility in New York. And so, in order to leave, she's got to get a key for the elevator, and I think she has to have permission. She can go places. She can get money. She says if she wants to go shopping, she wants to go to Sephora, and then they'll call ahead, and they'll make sure that she's not draining her bank account, so to speak. So here's what I don't know what's going on. I do believe that there should be more transparency around it. I think there can be, I think that there could be some sort of compromise where she can be near or with her family. But according to the attorney that came out that said, who is Wendy's attorney, it said, Wendy has this, it is degenerative. It doesn't get better. That she cannot make sound financial or sound decisions for herself. Sometimes she has good days and sometimes she has bad days. Now that's what the attorney is saying. When I spoke to her, she sounded fine. She
sounded very coherent to me too.
Right. Did she sound like the old Wendy? I don't think so. I mean, to me, I don't, but I think she sounded, fine. But we don't know. Yeah. Is she better because she is getting treatment? She is in that facility. I'm just asking. Maybe that's the reason.
Like the on the Breakfast Club, Don, when she said "Diddy done," when she talked about the whole
Diddy done,
she sounded like the old Wendy. Yeah, I'm telling you. So maybe she has sporadic moments of where she's back to regular, but she sounded very coherent on both those interviews to me.
Yeah.
I mean, when she's around her family, she lights up. When she's around her family, she lights up. When her son graduated, she was
I want what's best for Wendy. Okay, but last thing, tomorrow, MLK Day. How are you guys celebrating? Are you going to be sitting down watching the inauguration all day? Kidding, I'm not.
On Mondays, I take my goldfish for a walk.
Whatever that means.
You heard what I said.
Well, I do a lot of Donald Trump impressions with my I do it online, so who knows? And maybe I'll come up with something like put up some content, something weird. I don't know why he chose the day to do that.
I wonder if it's always done on that day. I think that date. But here's the thing. I wonder what Dr. King would have thought of him. And the other thing is, like, I'm sitting here looking at my hand saying, I need to get some sun. I need to go to Florida or something because I'm starting to look like the people on the other side of my hair.
What is the old adage they say when hell freezes over? Now tomorrow when they have the inauguration, they can't even have it outside because it's going to be so cold that people have to go inside.
That ain't it. That's not why he's having the inauguration inside. Because let me tell you a story, okay?
I'm being catty.
Once upon a time, there was this reporter named Don Lemon who knows how to do reporting. And I've been calling around to some of the hotels. I'm not saying this is my own unscientific reporting, and there are rooms available. And usually for the inaugurations I've gone to, there were people, because, when I worked at CNN, they get a block of rooms. So I would have a room and people would say, we can't get a room. Can we sneak and stay on your couch or whatever? I'm like, sure. So for Barack Obama, no rooms available, no room in the inn, right? For both inaugurations, there are rooms available. So people were, and I'm not saying that they're not coming, the man won, but I think many people are saying, I have seen this show before. The man has won. He put it into office. Why do I need to go to DC and stand out there? And for him, it is, I'm not going to be able to fill this arena, or I'm not going to be able to, say that the mall has as many people as Barack Obama or Joe Biden or whoever. And so therefore, I'm going to move it. This is not about the number. The number is not about temperatures. The number is about crowd sizes for him.
Yeah, that's Trump, boy. He always moving the goalposts. Trump's always moving. So it's going to be indoors.
Yeah. Well, that's better for people. At least they'll be warm. But what about
I think that's kind of cool, though. Yeah, they're not going to be freezing to death or whatever. But either way, it's happening tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I mean,
listen,
I'll probably do a video.
I love the message that our friend to the show that we didn't cover, Don. I know you didn't get to that. To Dave Chappelle said last night, just be a good president for everybody. I'm hoping that's what
wait. Hey, Nikki has to go. No, Nikki has a dinner. Nikki, can we play the Dave Chappelle thing? Do we have time, or you need to go?
No, we can do it.
Okay.
But you have that one, correct?
I have that one. Okay, so look, I just want to say
Diddy
this.
One?
No. Look at this. Do you guys see this, right?
last night.
Actually,
I
love the gays. Actually, I love the gays. Okay, so let me play this, because I like to look at weather. This is my weather around the country. But I'm going to play something here, and I want to know what you guys think of it. Here we go.
Arsonists. I've heard this theory.
Okay.
And I'm sure there was some arsonists, but there were a lot of elements that came together to make this fire the catastrophe it was. The winds were 100 miles an hour. LA was dry as a bone in the levees. It was just too many factors. If you were a rational thinking person, you have to at least consider the possibility that God hates these people.
That's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Because West Hollywood was unscathed. Because how can you burn what is already flaming?
Wait.
He said, actually, that wasn't the case, because West Hollywood was unscathed, and how can you burn what's already
unscathed? Right. It's so true.
So he's saying it was
so
not
true.
that
That's
God
great.
hated. It's not that God needed.
That was a good opening. Dave killed
that. Was good.
Covered all the bases. I thought it was funny. I thought it had heart. I thought it was informative. I thought it was for the moment. And the message at the end when he shouted out to Trump I thought it was very fair and honest of Dave. And I thought when Dave stood up when he was talking about President Carter, it was respectful. It showed what a man is supposed to show another man respect, because he didn't sit down and talk about that. He stood up like a man. I think Dave is just a monster anyway, in a great way. He's a goat and just a really nice person, always kind to me. So they go after me.
Guess what I found out? I found out that Berry Gordy and Jimmy Carter's have the same grandfather.
That it's not surprising in America.
That means that black girl magic is
They
real.
have the same grandfather.
You guys remember that Barack Obama and George Bush were related to each other, right?
Related. That's right. They were cousins.
Yeah.
Distant cousins.
And so you thought the end was strong enough when he said, "Just be better, do better." You don't think he should have been stronger?
I thought it was fair, because Donald Trump is the type of man that you can't tell what to do. You have to smooth him in a way for him to hear you. I thought that Dave Chappelle smoothed in for him to hear that we're all Americans. We might not have the same policies, the same identities, the same thought processes, but we're still under your command. See all of us. That's what I thought he was saying. See every American. I thought
both of y'all on the TikTok or not?
No, I'm not really on TikTok.
Well, I got on TikTok. I was on TikTok doing well. Then I got banned last week. And then when they said they were getting rid of TikTok, I got happy, because I was at 700,000 and they shut me down, because they always target a lot of black creators, which is pretty sad. But I think it made a comeback today. They said it's back. today.
It's back.
That's what I looked at. I
Mine
said,
is back open. I tried to go live. The live isn't open, but it's back up. So I was just wondering if you guys were on it.
so it's back that quickly, huh?
There's a phrase from Chicago called the overplay, the underplay for the overplay. They took it away yesterday for a few hours to make it look like the saving grace who's going to get inaugurated tomorrow brought it back. You better pay attention to what
you got it. You better speak the truth and shame the devil.
You better pay attention to what it is, because I see everything. I mean, if you want to know how important sports is to this country, let me tell you how important sports is to this country. We've been using the women's bathroom as a trans woman for 70 years. I ain't that old, but I've been using it for 40 years. We've been doing drag shows in front of kids for 20 years. They never made it a big deal. But when we got into sports, it became a big deal. There's a smart city coming to LA called Smart City 2.0 when the Olympics come here in 3 years. Guess what just happened? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I just look like this. Pay attention, y'all, because I'm paying attention to everything.
Well, Newsom will gather. Newsom was talking about right away, going, we got that new smart city coming up. We got the Olympic. He was already, and Donald Trump called him new scum.
Yeah.
Newsom is being Gavin Newsom as the governor, and Mayor Karen Bass of LA is doing what they're told. They're only pawns on the game. They're only doing what they are told.
Oh Lord, y'all getting allegedly, reportedly, not
allegedly.
These are the opinions of my guest and not me. Okay, let me.
These are allegedly. I don't know. I'm just looking.
Everything is alleged. Look, everything is alleged.
You guys know you're in this game. You got to tell people to do what? Like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, become a member. Our membership is at the top.
Yes.
Of the. Do we have our membership at the top of the thing? Anyways, you can become a member. If you're watching us on a laptop or whatever, a device that's not an Apple iPhone, there is a subscribe button, and you can become a subscriber. It's free, and you can also become a member. The channel is growing like crazy. I don't know what happened in the last month or two.
You know what it was, Don? It was your street reporting. Don, that was so interesting. When you were going to different people in the streets, that was fantastic. That's what made everybody. I used to tune in all the time, because I'm like, I don't listen to Don every day. But when you were out in the streets, that was great, because we could talk to the people. We were talking to everybody.
The one-on-ones.
Yeah, my mom always told me, get out in the streets. But now she was wrong. Mama, I'm not a road lizard like you say. Man. I love you guys.
But I think it's good. I told Don it's good. I told you. I said the reason why you're more freer now. You're being more like, look at the way you're talking to people in the street. You're still that guy, that classy, but you're doing the other stuff, man. I like how free you are, man.
Thank you.
Badass, dude. You're kicking ass.
Y'all please follow me on my podcast.
That's what I was going to say. Hold on, Flame. Where can we find you, please?
Right now, I'm in my kitchen, but you can follow me on my podcast under iHeart, under the Black Effect Network, with Laugh and Learn, with my podcast, me and my co-host, Bobby Clifford. Let me tell you why our show is so different, because I am a Black American transgender mother, a father of 3 children, single parent, but I'm an American, and she is a Irish Catholic white woman, single mother of 1, and she's American. We have different policies, we have different ideas, but we come together to talk about our differences so we can always remember that we are both Americans. That's what we are first. We Americans. Godfrey, I miss being on the road with you. I hope you're doing well.
And then look, can I just show you guys what Flame sends me?
Yeah, man,
Flame sends me off and on.
Okay.
Look, this is the kind of stuff that Flame sends me. Here it is. Wait, hold on.
Oh, don't send my news.
He sent me this yesterday.
What's that?
She was performing somewhere. This is her backstage. I don't know where you were yesterday.
We were at the Miracle Theater for Chris Spencer's birthday, and Memphis Will, when I was coming off stage, said something to me about he called me Frank, and I said, "Aren't you next?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, worry about your fat ass and get on stage." And he fell out laughing. Godfrey,
where do we find you, Godfrey?
Oh yeah. Oh, you can find me at Godfrey Comic on Instagram, but hopefully I can get my TikTok back. Who knows? But on Instagram, it's Godfrey Comic, and my podcast is In Godfrey We Trust on Gas Digital Network. And I hope Don can come to it, because I want to come back to yours.
I will. And you're performing. Where do we see both of you?
I'm on tour with Tiffany I'm sorry. Go ahead, Godfrey.
Godfrey. I'm in Baltimore. Hold on. I'm in Baltimore, January 24th, 26th. coming up next weekend at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. And you just go to godfreylive.com if you want to see my other dates around the country.
And I am on tour with Tiffany Haddish starting next month. Just go to tiffanyhaddish.com for all the tour dates. And my 1 hour special is about to be taped with Nick Cannon, executive produced by Nick Cannon. We're about to shake it up. I'm about to give it to y'all how y'all need it because y'all been playing with me and I'm tired of playing with y'all.
All right, you're playing in your face. Right? You don't playing in your face. You're about to get in it. Thank you, guys. I love you both.
Awesome.
Best of luck. Be safe out there, Godfrey.
Safe.
And go take off your Republican hair, Flame. We'll see you later. You know, Grindr is out of control in DC this weekend. Come on now.
Oh, that's so true. I heard it always crashes when it happens. It always crashes when the Republicans show up.
I'm just saying, there's no lie to that. Thank you, guys. I'll see you.
Right on.
Be well. I appreciate
Peace.
all of you. Happy Dr. King Day tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do a King
Same
breakfast.
to you.
10 a.m. We're going to do my King breakfast, and then we may have a King lunch, and I'm just going to do live stream. You know what the beauty when you said that I'm free, that I can do on this channel whatever I want. I don't have to sit here with a suit. If I want to cook breakfast, some bacon and eggs, and talk about Dr. King, I can do that. And
Can I ask you a question though, Don, before you're having a King's breakfast? Are any queens invited?
Please, it's right here. I'm both. Remember, actually, I love the gays and Jesus. And look, he's brown. He's not like a blonde surfer.
He's brown. You're dang right. He's brown. Lamb's wool.
Nappy. Bye, y'all.
That's
Take
right. Peace.
See ya. Hello, family. Hello, subscribers. Hello, members. Aren't those two amazing? Didn't you guys love speaking to them? Rolling on the floor. ROTFL says veracity. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up before you go out. We have so many people watching and not enough thumbs up. I'm so glad you guys are here. Did you enjoy this little impromptu Sunday evening thing? What should I do tomorrow? Should we have a Dr. King breakfast? Everybody at home doing their own thing. We can reminisce about Dr. King and we can spend the day honoring him rather than, what event that shall go nameless. What should we do? More sour. Hey, yes, I love sour lemon. Thank you. I'll have a sour lemon, a golf twitler. That's a great drink. Maybe I can turn it into some merch or something. Sounds like a plan. So 10 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be on tomorrow. We'll be doing our thing. We'll be paying tribute to Dr. King, and we'll be keeping our peace, so to speak. Let's see. Dale Shan says, seeing Snoop help normalize Trump broke my heart. Thank you. I agree. I'm sorry. Look, I always have to tell you how I feel. And look, I want you guys to know I'm not down on President Obama. I just don't want to give a permission structure for people like Nelly. Okay, that's all. So don't get it twisted. I still love and respect him. Congratulations for becoming a member, Virginia Oliver. Welcome to the Lemon Nation. Keisha N, great discussion as usual. Keep it up. Thank you for your support of independent media, Keisha. I appreciate you and all of our folks who have become members. Let's see. Keisha, great discussion. Keep it up. Who else do we have here? Virginia Oliver. And I missed so many. I missed out on so many people, but I really appreciate all of you so much. From Dale Shan to everybody, all of the members, all of the new members, our subscribers and our memberships are growing. And I'm so happy that you're helping to build this community. Welcome to the Lemon Nation. Thank you for being part of the Lemon Nation. Thank you for being a lemonhead. I'm going to keep you sane tomorrow and for the next 4 years. No false equivalency, no normalization, no talk of you-know-who tomorrow, Alexa, right on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later. I love you. I love you. I love you for watching, as Wendy would say. I love you for watching. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your